Straight line, and the starters sends them on their journey. Favourite PARKTOWN looking for a rails run, and he gets the dream position back in second as Tarzan starts to stretch. Tarzan goes on at a good gallop by 2, PARKTOWN second. Then White Cedar, Masango Machine further back in the running. Lightning Spirits 4 lengths off the tempo. Mexican Cat Dance to the inside. Super Agras in the fresh air on the right. Then comes Major Return, Perfectly Putt, Flying Vision, Puccini, Night Warrior. 7:50 to go, and Tarzan is not hanging around. A decent gallop by a length and a half. PARKTOWN's perfectly poised in second. White Cedar's the grey in third. Mexican Cat Dance, Masango Machine. Lightning Spirit gets a niggle or two. Major Returns further back in the running. Top of the lane, Tarzan by a half, and PARKTOWN, the pink cap's going to go for a split between them. White Cedar's the grey on the outside, Masango Machine. PARKTOWN throws down the challenge. White Cedar. Mexican Cat Dance tries to come back for more. PARKTOWN by a 3 parts of a length. Mexican Cat Dance is back second, then White Cedar, but PARKTOWN in front, and he's striking fear into the heart of the opposition, doing as he is bred. Mexican Cat Dance, Perfectly Putt. Tarzan and Night Warrior in photos for the minor spots. Maybe Night Warrior just. So PARKTOWN for the Johnsons, the late Mr. Mitchell, Richard Ferree, Justin Snaith, Vilgerbos Drift and Maritz Ventine travelled cosily at the rail and went through between runners, and that's the rest is history. PARKTOWN, the Dynasty, by 2.5. Mexican Cat Dance, Perfectly Putt, and Night Warrior gets the quartet spot. PARKTOWN, the pink cap between them. He came forward fluently to hit the front, and Richard Ferree now says let's go, and PARKTOWN will get that second victory under the belt, and he's a horse who's still going to come on leaps and bounds with racing experience, and Richard Ferree just keeps him up to the task at hand, and the more he asks, the more PARKTOWN gives. At the rundown to the wire, lots of improvement to come. Back to the studio.
Yeah, we know we're probably not telling you anything you couldn't see or you didn't know. The form's there, and the horse was in the paddock, but he certainly looked outstanding, and he's delivered the goods today as PARKTOWN. But before we go any further, the gentleman that works up early in the morning while we're all still sleeping, most of us anyway, and works the late hours into the afternoon is Six, and it's your horse PARKTOWN. Well done to you, 6,000 Rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Enjoy the money. Well done. Congratulations. Well done, Six. Enjoy. You may go and attend to your horse now. It's all to the microphone for Richard. Well done, Richard. Nice to have you in the province. You've come to visit us early, which is good. I think it's your second winner since your season has started, we could say. Tell us about the race. Good run, lovely run in transit, good feed into the straight, and you won a workmanlike race.
You know, I think last time probably just needed to run a little bit, and
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Richard.
needed it, and he still ran a good race, and he just built up from there, and he had a good draw, so he could bounce and go a little bit forward. And you know, luckily for me, the horse on my outside was the speed horse, and I didn't have to do all the donkey work. So he had a nice sort of lead, and he switched off nicely. And when I just started edging into the home straight, I could pull him out, and you know, he was full of running. He had a good momentum, and he just kept that up and kept it going, and he won a nice race.
Much further, talking to the team, you know, and it's encouraging that he can win so well over 1,400. So he's a horse that could do well in the season.
When in the beginning of his career, he just wouldn't switch off. He wouldn't take corners. I don't think he particularly likes the left-hand bend.
Right.
So when we started going to the first corners, he'd try and run to the outside rail. And yeah, it's a different story. He's much more comfortable with the right-hand bend, and you know, you can ride better sort of races on him. But I just have to say well done to Justin's team. This horse was magnificent behaved today. At home he was always giving me hard times, and you know, in the back of your head you think, oh, you're coming out and he's going to give you a hard time. But today was an absolute 180 turnaround, and he's just such a placid horse. He was quite a gentleman, so well done to them, and also thank you to Mr. Johnson and his family.
Richard, you've got Mr. Johnson's colours, you've got Mr. Johnson's breeches. You know, just we can't say enough, you know, about Mr. Johnson and what he puts into the game.
He boasts the game, he loves it. It's the right people to be associated with, and I'm just glad with this great opportunity. I'm just going to keep going with it.
Well done, spot on. Congratulations, Richard. Let's get Justin in. Well, we were having a little bit of banter. I said I'm a very good tipster. You said you're an exceptional trainer, and Nick put us both to bed. He said it's a very good horse.
Okay. I think you're lucky you got the Snaith WhatsApp us yesterday morning. So, well done to those guys that, you know, we put, like most trainers, like I know Gareth sends you, and yesterday the double was Sabina's Prodigy onto PARKTOWN today. The only person I couldn't convince was my brother. I just want to thank him when he lands in Cape Town. Thank you for putting me off a 78-1 double. So just, you know, his first run here was so impressive. If you go back and watch it, it was really, really impressive. And Donovan Dillon got off and said, gave him such a nice feel, and you know, another 200 meters, he'll run you a big race. So we're just waiting for the right race, and it presented itself. And I had Anton on him, and then Anton got suspended. And I said, Richard, listen, he's not an easy ride. You know, you need to come up to Durban. And you know, Richard came up, and he remembers the old PARKTOWN from Cape Town, who was a handful. And he didn't like to turn left, you know, on didn't like to turn right on our tracks. Let me get it right. Left on our tracks. He prefers it here on the right-hand turn. So, you know, really well done to Megan, everyone at the yard here in Durban. This was a win we needed with him. He needs confidence, and look forward to Nancy and Helga in Cape Town. Well done.
Justin, you've said it all. Wonderful to have you in the winner's box. Wonderful to have you in the province. Well done.
Great. And you are one of the better tipsters in South Africa. Don't worry.
Let's get Nick. I'll give you 100 Rand just now, Justin. Nick, congratulations. Lovely to have a bit of fun. Lovely to have a bit of banter. But most importantly, lovely to have you the winner's enclosure. Well done.
Thanks, Warren. Yeah, it's always nice to win, obviously. And especially with this horse. He's a lovely horse, and he's been a bit disappointing because he was so difficult early on. And I think Justin and Megan have done a great job with calming him down and getting him to settle. And Richard rode him beautifully. So, yeah, lovely win. Look, I mean, he didn't beat much to talk about, but just the nature of his run,
yes.
You know, he settled nicely. He ran on. He's bred to go 2,000 meters, this horse, on the turf, not 7 furlongs on the poly. When Jack and I bought him, we had high hopes for him, obviously. So
lightly raced, just his 10th start, second win, so you've got to be pleased with the way the stable are handling him and managing him, certainly.
Of course, I mean, naturally. It goes without saying. But Justin's a master at that.
Lovely to have you in the winner's enclosure. Well done, Nick, and to you, and of course the Mitchell family, well done.
Thanks so much.
Spot on, lovely. PARKTOWN, an attractive son of Dynasty, bred by Volker Borsdrift and Maritz Fontaine. Well done to the whole team there, Stevie and Jess and everybody involved. PARKTOWN's won well. And certainly a horse we're going to keep an eye on because he's won quite well today. 5, 1, 12 and 11. Those are the numbers that you're going to need. And one more to come here at Hollywoodbets Greyville. Again, Justin Snaith, 1 runner, 1 winner. It's been 1 runner, 1 winner for a lot of people today. One more race to go. See you just now.